Hi, in this quick demonstration, we're going to take a look at the two ways a student could join a conversation that has been started by an educator or presenter in Microsoft Translator. You'll see on the screen that I have two things being shown. On the left-hand side is the browser version, and that's the first version we'll talk about. On the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see my iPhone being mirrored, and we'll talk about how students can join the conversation using the app as the second method after we talk about the web version. So for students to join your conversation from the web, they'll need to open a browser, and in the browser bar, type in translator.microsoft.com. They will be presented with an option to join a conversation or start a conversation. They want to join a conversation. They will need the conversation code that you have provided by projecting it on the board or writing it on a whiteboard, however you choose. Or maybe you've presented it virtually. In this case, I'm going to click back to the conversation that is started in another browser to grab the code. The code is ITRYU. So I'm going to go back as the student demonstration and type that in. ITRYU. I can select my student name. I've typed in Jenna Student. For this demonstration, I can choose the language I would like to view the captions in, and then select Enter. Now I've entered the conversation as the student. To add my speech to the conversation, I would need to click in the text box at the bottom and press and hold the space bar to speak or type my message. Additionally, I could also click on the microphone icon to the right. I will point out in the upper right-hand corner of the web version, there's a settings cog. They can adjust the way they see original messages or partial messages. They can also turn on speech output. They can adjust the font size. And they have the option to save the transcript to their device. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you are viewing what a student would see when they join your conversation in Microsoft Translator from the web version. A second option for your students to join the conversation is through the Microsoft Translator app that is free across all platforms. So on the right-hand side of my screen, you'll see that I'm mirroring my iPhone, and I'm going to select the bottom right-hand app, Translator. And from this page, I get 4 new buttons, and I want to choose the conversation button, which is the button farthest to the right. And now I have the option to click on the camera and scan a QR code to join the conversation if the presenter or teacher is sharing the QR code virtually or up on a screen. Or I can click into the text box to the right of the camera icon and type in the code, which to this conversation is ITRYU, and select Join. Now I have the options to adjust my name as the student. I've typed in Jenna Student. I can also adjust the language that my captions appear in and the language that I'm speaking, and select Back. I've chosen English. Now I can select Enter. On my phone on the right-hand side, you'll see I've joined the conversation, and I have the option at the bottom to click the microphone to speak and add verbal speech to the conversation, or to the left, I can click on the keyboard and type a message to add to the conversation. Lastly, I want to point out in the upper right-hand corner, there's the settings cog. From here, they have some options to adjust preferences and the way messages are played. They can also select the font size. And if they scroll down, they can see who's included in the conversation. Please note that there is no option to save the transcript from the app version. To save a transcript, students would have to be using the web version as seen on the left-hand side of the screen. So this is 2 ways for students to access the Microsoft Translator conversation that has been started by the educator or the presenter. Thanks for watching.